Hello, race fans. We are back with another Race Face Drive-In 5 update podcast here on raceface.tv. I'm Jacob Seelman in the host chair. As always, we've got Case Hockman back with us for the first time in a little bit, mainly because you've struggled. The weather has not played nice with you, Case, the last about 2 months. You got to race, though, at Port City Raceway this past weekend for the first time. Before we talk specifically about the race, how relieved were you just to be able to go somewhere where it wasn't raining, where you got a couple days of track time just to get back in the seat finally?
Felt pretty good. I was really relieved. It's an exciting event. It was just awesome.
What was that like? I mean, you've never, other than the Tulsa Shootout, you haven't really gotten the opportunity to go to a track where micros are truly the focus, what they do week in, week out, racing for championships. You've run a few races, I know, here at Millbridge, but they do some other stuff as well. What was that like at Port City, just to be around that? And I imagine the crowd was pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome. The crowd was good and everybody was there representing Donnie Crawford. Good event. The track was banked a lot. And
Fastest track you've been on in the micro?
yeah, I have to say it's my favorite track yet.
That's awesome. All right, let's get into the weekend a little bit because I know you were really riding the roller coaster all weekend long. Friday was great though. After you got the practice laps, I know you went into your heat race, ended up a second place in the heat race to go straight to the main. Talk me through the heat because I know it wasn't perfect. You actually said that in one of your videos on Facebook over the weekend, but definitely was a great start to the weekend to be able to race against some of those top guys.
Yeah, the car inside of me, first place car, ran over a tire on the green flag, so that put me in first and got the green flag, went into the first corner way too fast, slid up, and then second place got by me.
But you were still able to hang on to second because they use passing points, go right to the main, which I know was a big deal. Tough way for the main to go, though. You
Yeah,
survived that. There's a wreck on the first lap that you got through, and then the motor let go on you. And I have to imagine that was one of those, yes, we have a chance to, oh man, really?
yeah, it was definitely the crash. I don't know how I dodged that. It was just the car just slid up, and I'm glad it slid. But then the next green flag, we got around the first corner. Then three and four, I got two sideways, and it broke a valve. I
Not
dropped
what,
that. I dropped the valve.
yeah, drop the valve. So obviously not what you wanted there, but I know there's a couple people you want to give a shout out to because you guys had a team that's local to that area in Oklahoma step up, be able to help you guys out with a motor for the rest of the weekend, and I know you wanted to give a thanks to them.
Yeah. Mr. Nunley, he had an extra motor and he said we could borrow that for the next day. And I just can't thank him enough. Austin and Morgan and Dave that came by and yeah.
Austin put in a lot of work overnight to make that happen. I mean, you and Austin have now worked together for a decent number of races, but I remember you were saying afterwards that that's about as busy as you've ever seen him thrashing on one of your race cars.
Yeah, it was definitely the next day they got there when we got there and the motor was already in the car. I thought it wasn't because the motor looked the same, exact same.
And just for context, for those at home watching this, that's Jet Nunley Racing with two T's. For those wondering, his dad Thomas, the one that helped Case to have a motor to finish out the weekend, which you were excited about going into Saturday. Had a spot to go forward in your heat race, and then
Yeah,
tell everybody what happened because that good luck from avoiding the crash on Friday caught up with you.
yeah. first lap in the heat, first corner, wheel hopped the guy in front of me, and car was going down. I hit the brake, front end was going down, and then I hit something, and then it just rolled over.
Is that the first time you've been upside down since you started micro racing?
And second time, actually,
Second time. It's never fun though, is it?
no.
So,
But
go ahead,
the
Case. Sorry.
only the only thing that was really damaged was the front and rear wing. The axle was bent back though, and nothing was broke.
Yeah, it just made it a little bit too much of a thrash, I know, with how tight the program was and how they were trying to keep it on schedule for you guys to really make it out for the B main, and having to start way at the back of the B, I know would have been super tough with what you went through. So, I know what you guys did with the damaged wings. I saw some pictures of it on Facebook. Was really cool. Turned a bad thing into a good thing, and talk about how you made some fans really, really happy.
Yeah, after we wrecked, we took the side of the big wing that came off and signed it and gave it to Jody Crawford, Donnie Ray Crawford's mom, and she loved it. We got pictures together. And then there was a veteran that asked for the top wing with the middle part and another side part connected. And I signed that. And then we took the front wing, side panel signed it, and then the front wing, the middle and the side part signed that too and gave it out to the fans. And we also threw out some shirts and koozies.
Nice, nice. Hey, it's your first time at Port City. You want to make sure if you come back there, they remember the name Case Hockman, right?
All right.
You were talking to, and you and I both know this, but for people who may not know about Donnie Ray Crawford, his story and what he did before he was killed in saving Harley White from her fiery sprint car crash, how special was that for you to be able to go out and be a part of a race that honored somebody like that?
It was exciting. It was better than I've ever been. The car was rolling the first day, practice day on Thursday.
And I know the other thing you said too is those qualities that Donnie Ray showed, and just that fire that he had, not just for racing but for life, are things that I know a lot of us are really proud to see in you, and things that you want to keep going in your career as well, right?
Right.
Well, Case, before we let you go, we'll make a point to note that your next time on the racetrack is actually not going to be on dirt, going to be on pavement coming up in a couple of weeks. You get to test a legend car and a pro late model before you go race the first two rounds of the summer shootout here in my neck of the woods at Charlotte Motor Speedway. How you've been in a Bandolero before, but how eager are you? What are you looking forward to about getting in the legend car and getting in the pro late model with Redhead Racing here in a couple of weeks?
Good. My friend from go karts, he actually races legend cars, and he said the brakes are really sensitive. So I've been on iRacing trying to work the brake and not like push the car up and not to push spin out.
Practice and figure. Yeah, I was gonna say practice and figure
Yeah.
out. And the good news there is they've got the Charlotte quarter mile on iRacing, so I imagine if you haven't already, you're gonna be logging a lot of laps to get ready for those shootout races.
Oh yeah. And then the late model is at Caraway, I think.
Yes, sir. Yep, Caraway Speedway, which will be your first time there too. Lot of new for you, and the late model will be the first time you've been in a full size car like that. So lot of things going to be to learn in that car
And way faster, so gotta throttle drive.
for
Hit the
sure,
brakes a
Case.
little bit.
I know you're excited about it. Well, real quick, let's tell people who you need to give a thank you to and who helps make it possible for you to get to the racetrack each time out. Sponsors, supporters, all that good stuff.
APR Auto, Central Florida Transport, Velocity USA, Bryce Comer Racing, Rack City Ribs, Ambassador Racing School, Miss Marine Salon, and Friends of Jackman Foundation.
That's Case Hockman, and we'll tell you, we're looking forward to seeing you on pavement here next month, Case. So next time we have one of these, we'll hopefully have a lot of good things and be interested in what you learned in the Pro Late Model and the Legend car.
Yeah.
That's Case Hockman. I'm Jacob Seelman. This has been another Race Face Drive-In 5. Keep it tuned to CaseHockmanRacing.com for all the latest on him, and keep it tuned to RaceFace.tv for all the latest around the world of motorsports every day.